Welcome back to another episode of the free VST Plugins Detective, where I review, test out, and demonstrate various VSTs. For today, we are looking at the Free Orchestra. I'm giving it the perfect rating, the 5 out of 5. Being honest, you can probably tell from the title, I don't think this is the best orchestral plugin I've used, but it's the best cinematic orchestral plugin I've used. And as you can see, it is in Kontakt. I want to say that in case you didn't know, Kontakt is free. So essentially, you have to download Kontakt first, and then download basically to then import into Kontakt. So like I said, for any cinematic style music, this is amazing. I feel like when it comes to, if you want to do more like classical songs or orchestral songs, I don't know if this is the right plugin, unless you want to use it for like quick samples here and there. But for any type of cinematic music, this is hands down the best. So I'm just going to play it. So we have this basic options here, these options. So we're doing now the bombastic basses. Sound quality is ridiculous, obviously. I also want to say that when it comes to a lot of these instruments, there's a very specific range. So if I go like higher, you're not hearing anything, right? But if I go lower, if I even go lower, now you're not hearing anything. So like for a lot of these, there's only like one octave that you can play it within. So keep that in mind. If like say you're playing and you're like, wait, why am I not hearing anything? You just got to go to the right octave. Amazing sound quality. Now let's do Utopian drones. Nope. Oh no, actually I want to say yes. So this would be like a cool, like I think especially for like a movie score. If like say like it's a horror film and someone's walking down like a creepy hallway and you hear like suddenly in the background, or like a sci-fi film, I think would be really cool. That's why some of these instruments are just so unique. Then we're going to do ghostly clusters. It could be like if you're walking through something, you're like, and then you jump out. Also, some of them, I will say, as you can probably tell, even for just one instrument, that certain, kind of similar to like, let's say, a percussion setting on a keyboard where each note does like a kick or a snare, similar to this. So this is kind of like a crescendo, but then if I do another one, also crescendo, but a little bit different. And then some of them, good example, played some before, but like this, crescendo as well, but like this, the sound texture is a little bit different. And this one too is more just like a stab. So really, really cool to mess around with. I think like, especially that's why I want to suggest, specifically for this set, or this orchestra set, makes you try out, honestly, every note for the entire, note collection, if that's that word, for the entire like sample. Makes you try out like every single note throughout the entire, for every octave and everything. That's why I have to do this sometimes. This would be a lot better, I think, with some reverb, actually. Clipping a little bit. Let's try the Luminous Choir now. And obviously down here, I haven't really talked about this yet, but obviously I have controls and like master EQ if I want. So, but I don't really touch these. I think maybe the vowel I might, but the rest of these I probably do using another plugin. Omni Solos. That one's okay to me. Let's try Pandora Burst. Reminds you of like almost like I I can't remember the notes up, but the Dark Knight score by Hans Zimmer, like when he has like those two French horns, it was like brom, brom. I can't remember the notes are. This one I think would be cool with actually a higher attack. How long is the attack actually? I think you need the boom. The boom adds to it, like, introducing the one, the only, like something like that. That's why this, for cinematic music, I mean, I make a lot of cinematic music. That's why this is so cool. Another horror one. But as you can see, just these two samples. Again, that's why you want to test out every note. More of a crescendo. A little bit of a crescendo too, but it's more of like a chaoticness with the horns. So that's why you want to test out like every one. Oh, that's used in every like suspenseful like part in a horror scene. It's like, oh my god type thing. And then we got a few more. Actually, 1, 2, 3. We got like 6 actually more. I'm gonna do all these because these are all amazing. So these are just more like percussion, seems like. These are okay to me because I feel like when I use percussion, I actually would probably go to Splice Sounds and download a percussion sample. It's just easier. At least for me, that's the way I work. We have short strings. Great sound quality on those strings. Then we have Dino violins. If we can go to the right register. Reminds me a little bit of like the Halo soundtrack, where I think it's like very soft, right? It even says here dreams. Like, try a dream. Ooh. Almost sounds like it does like a slight frequency shifter almost. There's something with the harmonics in that. I don't know if I like the dream as much actually. Very long attack on this. Even if I turn the attack all the way down. Beautiful, though. And then we have tongue in cheek. I wish I could make... Probably, like, resample that one. If I'm going, wah, wah, like, but I probably resample and then stretch it out, you know? If I want to do like a medieval song, like something like a Game of Thrones style song. But Game of Thrones, the first few seasons, not the last seasons, you know. Or something like that. That's a cool one. And then we have tutti hits. Ooh. These for like movie scores, I mean, this is like perfect. You know what? I'm actually, now that I'm getting to the last one, I'm actually gonna give this one a 5+. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give this one a 5+ out of 5, just because now that I'm hearing more of the percussion samples, especially because a lot of times when I review a plugin like this one, I'll test it out for maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and then on camera I go a lot more in depth. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, it's a perfect rating. I'm going to give it the very rare 5+ out of 5, which basically means that how is this free? With not only just the sample quality, but the uniqueness and the way these samples are kind of adjusted makes it perfect for any type of like cinematic music or movie scores or anything like that. In addition, you know, just the percussion too, which typically I'm very picky about percussion plugins, but I think this one I have to turn up a little. Reminds me a little bit too, if I was doing almost like, what's the right word? Not music, but maybe like the engineering or the sound engineering for like a cartoon. Like someone just walking down a street and like